mountains, the north and northeastern mountains, we know the name is the Himalayan mountains at the northeastern hill. This is the stretch of the Himalayan mountain. This entire area comes under the Himalayan mountain only. In case of the Himalayan mountain, we are having three parallel divisions of the Himalaya mountain. That is, this lines you can see in the map, these all are the divisions of the Himalaya mountain. That is called the Greater Himalaya or Himadri. Next one is Himachal, and the third one is Shivalik. This is the parallel division of Himalaya. These things you have read in the junior classes about Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. Generally, in case of the Himalaya, Himalaya stretches from the northwest, north and the northeastern part of India. The shape of the Himalaya is the arc shape. In case of the Himalaya, the northwestern part of the Himalaya, we are having Kashmir hills. Over here, we are having Himachal and the Uttaranchal hills. Next, we are having over here, that is the Darjeeling and Sikkim hills. In this part, we are having Arunachal hills, and over here we are having eastern hills and mountain. In case of the Himalaya, the total range is 2500 km, and the width of Himalaya, it varies. The width is almost 400 km in the parts of the Kashmir, and as well as it is 150 km in the part of the Arunachal Pradesh. Now, in case of the Himalaya, it's called a young fold mountain, because if you will compare Himalaya with Aravalli or Vindhya or Satpura range, these ranges are older than Himalaya. That's why it is called, it is a young mountain. And the process of the formation of the Himalaya, it's folding is the process. By the folding only the Himalaya mountain form. That's why it is called the fold process only. What is the importance of Himalaya in India? Himalaya act as a barrier in between India, China, India, Pakistan and all these countries. It stops the trespassers or the illegal trespassers from the other part of the world. And second thing, the important thing, it controls the climate of the India, because you all know that the Siberian part is very cold, and this Himalayas act as a barrier and it stops the Siberian cold wind to enter in India. That's why the climatic condition of India is very soothing. As well as this Himalayas, it's actually help us to get the rainfall also, because the whatever the winds are there that stuck over here, and the rainfall occur in India. The next thing in India, in Himalaya, we can see that the large variety of the biological, like the flora and fauna, are available in this particular area. So it enrich your ecological condition also. Even in case of the Himalaya, so many rivers have started from the Himalaya. That's why we said that Himalaya is actually having a very high importance in case of our country. Now in case of the Himalaya having now subdivisions already. We can divide the Himalaya into 5 parts. The first part of the Himalaya is known as Kashmir and Northwest Himalaya. The second part of the Himalaya is known as Himachal and Uttarakhand Himalaya. The third part is Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalaya. The fourth division is Arunachal Himalaya, and the fifth division is the Northeastern Mountains. Like in this way, now we divide Himalaya. We have divided Himalaya according to the regions actually. Over here it is Kashmir Himalaya up to this much. It is the Himachal and Uttaranchal Himalaya. Next, starting this part is the part of the Nepal, so it is called Nepal Himalaya. We don't have. Now we are having the Darjeeling as well as Sikkim Himalaya. Next we are having the Arunachal Himalaya, and the last one that we are having the Eastern Hills and the mountains. So these 5 are the major divisions of Himalaya that we are having in India. Now we are going to we had already discussed about the Eastern Hills and mountain. I am just repeating the Eastern Hills and mountains once again. Now in case of the Eastern Hills and the mountain, the Eastern Hills and the mountain, the first part, now I am going to discuss about not the Eastern Hill, it is the, I am going to discuss about the Kashmir and the Northwestern Himalaya, that is the first part. Now which part of India consists of this Kashmir and the Northwestern Himalaya? This is a part of the Kashmir and Northwestern Himalaya. The Jammu Kashmir and the Ladakh Union territories are present over there. Now in case of the Kashmir and the Ladakh, like Kashmir and the Northwestern Himalaya, over here we can see the some important ranges are present. Range means a continuous mountain. The Karakoram range, the Ladakh range, the Jaskar range, the Pir Panjal range are present over there. In case of this Himalaya, we can see the cold deserts are present. You know that Ladakh is a cold desert region only. Now in case of this particular range of the Himalaya, the world famous valley of the Kashmir is present over there. Here we are having the famous lakes. The lakes are the Dal lakes, which is a which is a freshwater lake, as well as we are having Vular lake also. This particular part of the Kashmir is famous for the Kariva formation. Kariva means it is the deposition that is made by the glacier. When the glacier actually deposited the clay and other kind of the material in the low-lying land, that is called the Kariva. And these Karivas are very much famous for the saffron production, that is Jaffran. Now over here we are having the mountain passes. We are having Jojila Pass on the Great Himalaya Mountain. We are having the Banihal Pass on Pir Panjal Mountain. We are having Fotula Pass on Jaskar and the Khardungla on the Ladakh range. You need to remember the name of the passes like Jojila Pass in the Greater Himalaya, Banihal Pass in the Pir Panjal range, Fotula, Jaskar range and Khardungla in the Ladakh range. In which range, which pass is located, that can come as a short question. Now we are having the freshwater lake, as I said, Dal lake and the Uller lake, and the saltwater lake, that is the Pangong Tso and the Somodi. In this region we can see the rivers are there, like Indus is the main river of this region, and the tributaries of the Indus like the Jhelum and Chenab are flowing from this region only. The Kashmir, we all know that Kashmir is famous for its scenic beauty and the picturesque landscape. We are saying in India, we are saying that it is the heavenly place of India only, and the landscape, it is so attractive, so it is a point of tourist destination also. We are having so many pilgrimage over here, that is the Vaishno Devi, Amarnath, Sharare Sharif and etc. In case of the Kashmir, Srinagar is the capital of the Jammu and Kashmir, which is located at the bank of the Jhelum river. In case of the Kashmir, we can see the rivers which are present over there, that all are in a very youthful stage only. Now in case of the Kashmir, the last thing that we can see over here, we can see the dunes are present. Now what is this dune? The meaning of the dune is, it is the low-lying area in between the mountain valleys, that is called the dune. And like the example, that is the Jammu Dune, Pathankot Dune, these all are the important examples of the dune. So it is a description about the Kashmir and the northwestern Himalaya. Now a 5 marks question can come, write a description of Kashmir Himalaya or the northwestern Himalaya. Even short questions can come, like what is dune? Give two example. What do you mean by the term Kareva? Then what for it is famous? Which rivers are flowing from Kashmir Himalayan part? Or name any two saltwater, name any two freshwater lakes of Kashmir Himalaya. Now after the Kashmir Himalaya, we are having the next range, that it's called the Himachal as well as the Uttarakhand Himalaya. The next part of the Kashmir Himalaya that we are having, that is called the Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalaya. Now in case of the Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalaya, the Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalaya is the next part of the Kashmir Himalaya. On the right hand side of the Kashmir Himalaya, we know that Kashmir, we are having Himachal Pradesh and the Uttarakhand, that's why the name of the Himalaya is Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalaya. It lies in between the rivers in the Ravi and the Kali river. You need to remember the name of the river. In between the Ravi and the Kali river, this Himachal and Uttarakhand Himalaya is present. In this particular region, we are having Indus river as well as the Ganga river also. The Indus rivers and its tributaries like the Ravi, Beas and Satluj, and Ganga river and its tributaries like Yamuna and Ghargara are flowing from this particular Himalayan part. The Himachal Himalaya having the extension of the Ladakh desert. Though the Ladakh desert we have seen in the Kashmir Himalaya, but as well as the part of the Ladakh whole desert is present in the Himachal Himalaya also. Here we are having the famous places like Lahul and Spiti. This is the tourist spots also. In case of this particular Himalaya, the Himachal and Uttarakhand Himalaya, we can see all the prominent ranges of Himalaya. All the three prominent ranges of Himalaya means the parts of Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik we can see over here. Now this kind of the Himalaya, it's actually we can see the famous hill stations are there like Kasoli, then Almora, Ranikhet, Dharamshala, Mussoorie, Simla, Nainital. These all famous places are present from this particular Himachal or the Uttarakhand Himalaya. Now in case of this particular area, we can also see the dune formation. The name of the dunes are the Dehradun, Harik Dune, Kotli Dune, Patli Dune, etc. And this place is famous for the Shivalik formation also. Dehradun is the largest dune of the India. In case of this particular area, this is famous